So all the Hashino Personas have been announced for all major consoles now, and that's fantastic news, of course. Like, a huge audience that's never had a chance to play one of my favorite series of all time will finally be able to. And NGL, I'm gonna be straight up honest, it's gonna be really cool to have more people watching my Persona analyses soon. But with all the amazing news of Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal coming this fall, I can't help but notice the one problem that still remains. Especially considering it's Persona 3 Portable that's coming over and not Fez. And no, I'm not talking about the more common complaints like how the VN format has no animated cutscenes. No, my main worry is how P3 will be the only title of the three that'll be missing its sequel story on these other platforms. And by that, I mean how the answer was only included with Fez. Because like, at first I was only thinking about how Persona 4 has Arena Ultimax on PC and Switch, and funnily enough, how P5 Strikers is on Switch already, even though there's currently no way to play the base game on that platform. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the answer is more than just the sequel stories of these respective base games, like P4 Arena and P5 Strikers. No, the answer is legit just the golden part of P4 or the royal part of P5, both of which are considered the definitive versions nowadays. So the fact that Portable is coming over with no answer just really hurts to see as a completely unbiased Persona 3 stan. But for real, guys, the answer is just one of my favorite portrayals of how different people realistically cope with grief and loss. And it just does a great job at building on the already amazing cast of characters. So it's just a shame that so many new players won't be able to play this. Unless Atlus sees this as an opportunity to optimize the answer a bit and release some version of it with Portable? Because I definitely acknowledge that the answer has some awful pacing issues, and like, it's just not a fun game to play really, seeing how there's just so much grinding and so many boss mobs to fight. Meaning the actual story bits, while great, barely make up any significant runtime in the game. But Atlus could cut down on so much of that grind and battle slog if they really wanted to. And once again, even if this means we'll be getting no anime cutscenes or 3D Fez models, I'd rather players get to experience the answer in VN portrait form than not experience it at all. But don't get me wrong, Persona 3 Portable is still a fantastic game, and the changed up social links and OSTs in the FemC route provide some great replay value that I personally really enjoyed. But I don't know, I guess I'm just a Persona 3 boomer at heart who really hoped Fez would have been the game that was ported over, mostly because of the cutscenes, overworld models, and most importantly, the Answer's storyline. Though I guess people can watch Buffmaster's compiled movie of the Answer's entire story as a last resort. But what do you guys think? As much as I don't think this is actually possible, do you think Atlus would consider releasing a DLC of just the answer later down the line? Since, unlike P5 Royal, nothing has changed in the base story from P3 to Portable. So yeah, let me hear your ideas in the comments. But otherwise, follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and join our really friendly and active Discord server at discord.gg/LadyVirgilia. Get 10% off Rogue Energy products with my code LadyV, and I'd like to give a huge thanks to all my patrons for all their support every month, and thanks for watching, guys.